Hello and welcome to another Magic Sven video. I'm Magic Sven, and today I thought I'd be doing something a little different. The Vintage Cube is back on Magic Online, so figured we'd take a run through that. Now, looking at here, what do we have? I think Craterhoof Behemoth is one of the best finishers in the green ramp deck. I think Bitter Blossom can be good, but it's not something I'm really looking to first pick. Battle Ball is also a fine finisher. Welder can be good, but is really just a pipe dream. Mana Leak's good. Factor Fiction is good enough. I think the picks here are probably between Leak, Blossom, and Behemoth. And I think Behemoth probably has the highest upside. There's nothing like a bunch of mana elves plus a Craterhoof Behemoth, so we'll be looking to do something along those lines. Now here we do have a Mana Dork and Gilded Goose, so this can tap for mana like we're looking for. What else looks interesting here? Glenalandra is a very classically powerful card. Dragon's Rage Channeler is a new addition from Modern Horizons 2. I think this would be very strong in the mono red deck. Other than that, I like Lion's Eye Diamond when I'm storming off. Loyal Warhound is a nice addition from, I think this is not Modern Horizons, I think this is just Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, but that's a good one. Picks here between Goose, Warhound, Lion's Eye Diamond if we want to be fun, and Dragon's Rage Channeler. I think I'm going to take the Gilded Goose, just goes so well with Behemoth. Okay, well, looks like Creepy Tarpit got a new border. Beast Within, not really what I'm looking for. Karn Pantless, pretty good in a green ramp deck, but fairly replaceable too. Cryptic is obviously great in the blue decks. Bargain, I think, is just bad even in the storm decks. Venser's very good in blue too. I'll take Plow Under, I think. Again, goes with my first picks, and I do love Plow Under in people. Now, this is an interesting one. So, in our colors, we really only have Excavator and Fast Bond. Fast Bond's better if I'm playing a lot of wheel effects. So that can be good, but not necessarily fitting in what I've done so far. Excavator is more on the I'm going to play Strip Mine and then play Strip Mine every turn kind of plan. Bone Shards is a new addition. Good for Reanimator, probably not what I'm looking to do here. Overall, not a great pack. Fast Bond also goes in the Strip Mine decks. I'm going to take Fast Bond, maybe Wheel Excavator. We'll see what goes on there. Okay. Interesting picks so far. This is an on-color signet, but we're already green, so we don't... It's not really the mana ramp I want. Similar kind of story with Thran Dynamo. I don't know, I'm not super excited about any of this stuff. Survival can be interesting. But really, if I'm survival, I'm going to want to be green-black. I guess I could be a survival deck. Honestly, there's not a whole lot going on here. I'll take the survival. Okay, this is more the kind of thing I'm looking for. Memory Jar is actually good with Fast Bond, but I don't think that's quite what I want to be doing. Trapper's not bad with Fast Bond either. I've been really impressed with Hex Drinker, though. It comes down early, and it's just very difficult to deal with. I'd be pretty happy taking Search for Tomorrow if that was what I ended up with, but I'll just take a Hex Drinker and not complain too much about it. Here we have a couple of ramp payoffs, here and here. And our green card is Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Well, it's a good squirrel. Kind of fits in with survival. And if we have a bunch of mana dorks, that's not a mana dork, but if we have mana dorks that can hit, then it's not bad there either. I don't think I need an Ulamog. I've already got Crater Hoof. Ooh, actually, Recurring Nightmare is here, isn't it? What if we're Rexer? Yeah. Now we're talking. Not quite fitting in with our Crater Hoof plan, but it's pretty good stuff. Downfall, it feels like it's just a step too slow in this cube. I'm not super impressed by it. Ionia could be a decent reanimation target. So Vorinclex levels up our Hex Drinker really fast. I guess I'm just going to take this. It's on color. Okay, we've got a couple interesting picks for our Rexer deck. Reaper, obviously, every time I draw a card, or sack a dude, draw a card. And Prowler sticks him in the bin for me to reanimate. I think if I'm Recurring Nightmare, I'm probably just going for value. So let's take that guy. Phyrexian Yawgmoth, huh? I'm not sure what this card does. Kitchen Finks does seem pretty good, though. He's got pro-humans, it kills my own guys. Or kills... I'm just gonna take Finks. Let's not think too hard about it. I don't think this is a bargain deck. That's a bargain I'm not taking. Blast Zone could be okay if I get my... Was this the pack that had the guy that plays lands from the graveyard? I don't think so. I'm not really into Copperline Gorge, so I'm going to take a Blast Zone. Okay, there is the Remnant Excavator. But Bone Shards came back. I think this is a Bone Shards deck? Yeah, Bone Shards. I'll take Dark Ritual. Don't expect to play it. Ooh. Tracker or Shieldred. Well, we got everything back there. Okay. Corpse Dance is kind of an interesting backup. It just never does exactly what I want it to do. Like, sure, I get to return a guy for a turn. I don't know. Thragtusk, meanwhile, is kind of what I want to Rexer back. So much value. Gosh, that's so much value. Push is nice, but it's just not quite doing what you want to do in these vintage cubes. It just doesn't meet these requirements enough. It feels weird taking Thragtusk first, but I'm not really sure what else there is here for me. Circle of Dreams Druid is kind of interesting, but I think I've abandoned the mono green dream. So this is a natural order on a stick. Just doesn't feel the same. In my Rexer deck, I could be Exhuming and I could be Woestridering. Woestrider is kind of sweet here. Cultivate's not bad either. These kind of decks you usually just want to have as many creatures as you can, plus survival and plus recurring nightmare. Ghost Rider's just kind of weak though. Maybe I want to cultivate. Wheel the Woe Strider. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So, Greasy Brian. Love me reanimating a Greasy Brian. Power Word Kill is a nice one. I would kind of want to wheel that, if anything. Try to make creatures fit into those categories in the cube. It's hard to turn down Ignoble Hierarch, though. This fixes our mana, is a guy, can be recurring nightmared away. I think it just does everything. Crystal Brand. I'm just not that fast on the reanimation, so I think I'm going to take this one. Okay, do I want more elves or an Elder Gargaroth? I think the answer is more elves. Gargaroth is pretty good here, but I've got a 5 already in Thragtusk, and one that kind of does this a little better as far as Recurring Nightmare goes. Let's take the elves. Anything I can hope to wheel. Gargaroth would be okay to wheel. Brutality would be pretty okay. Same with Revoker. Take our elves and be happy about it. Ooh. There are some bangers in this one. Library is a nasty card. Grave Titan is, when it hits the board, it's pretty tough to stop. I'd be happy with a Garuk Relentless too. This card, I'm guessing, is not that exciting. Well, 4 mana, 5/5 that I should be able to bring back frequently enough. And of course, Hissing Quagmire would be super nice for a mana. I think it's got to be Sylvan Library. This card is just so powerful. Does everything I want. Wow. Thoughtseize. If you told me I was taking Courser here, I wouldn't be sad about it, but I think Thoughtseize is just too versatile, too good. What's going on so far? So I'd say our mana is a little, well, it's awful because I only have Blast Zone, just not fixing. Having these mana dorks does help there. Cultivate's in the deck right now. Still, I would like to get a Bayou and maybe some fetches. But, you can't have it all. You can't have Verdant Catacombs. Alright, what does this do? May put a land onto the battlefield. Well, that's powerful. I mean, I'm probably going to be the Monarch a lot of the time. I just had to be in pack with Verdant, huh? I think Verdant is more necessary right now. Wow. Here's some hits. I'm going to take Gaia's Cradle, because that card's great. Even though we're not full on, green ramp, it's just, I've got enough mana dorks that I'm pretty happy about it. I'll probably try to pick up some more. Massacre Worm is fine. It would be pretty good. Assassin's Trophy, versatile removal. Calder Complete. I don't know. But also pretty good. But I'm just taking Catacombs. Okay. This, I still just don't see me getting green quick enough. My Corpse Dancing. I've never played this card. I always see it in the cube, and I never played it. I just don't think it does what I need it to do. I'd just rather have Fatal Push. Okay, all my stuff came back. You gotta make it hard on me, huh? Magus can get Behemoth, which is good. I was thinking Zoom's more powerful. What? What is this? Where's the respect? Man, I would have been happy to get the power word kill, but Greasy Brian. Yeah, let's get him. Okay, Brutality's a way to get stuff in the yard. And Garter, I think this is just more interesting to me. Oh, wow. Okay, I've got Catacombs, so I don't think I need Quagmire. I would love to check out this Ebon Death, but Grave Titan wins games. I'll take a Corsair here. And wow, there's the Court of Bounty. Let's see if we try that out. Well, we got some interesting ones. Obviously, Time Walk is here. Am I just gonna play Time Walk? What am I taking otherwise? Probably not Blooming Marsh. I feel like I could maybe wheel that card. Llanowar Elves, I think, is the dork for me. The alternatives are Packrat, which I found to be kind of slow, even in a reanimation strategy, and Metamorph, which is always solid, but never amazing. Poly K, your days have gone and come and gone, and I'm not sure they were ever even really here. I'm going to take Time Walk. I think I could probably splash it. Entomb. Yeah, I think we have to Entomb. I'd be pretty happy to get my Tribe Elder, but if you can put Gristlebrand on the battlefield early, it's just so exciting. Anything else here? I found Ooze is just not quite up to snuff. Yeah, Tribe Elder is the card I would want. It's a creature for a Recurring Nightmare and ramp, and it fixes Time Walk. Decent chance I wheel that, though. The goofy archetype I'm in does seem to be pretty open. What else is in here? Scrap Heap could be good. It's at least, like, kind of fun with Entomb. Pretty cute. Scrubland, I'd take it. I've got a Catacombs to go get it. Entomb it is, though. Okay. There's my Time Twister Fast Bond combo. Lots of good stuff here. Marsh Flats, I don't have the payoffs yet, so I'm not quite there. Rotting Reggie is fun, but I don't think he's quite what I'm looking for. I feel good about my giant drops, so I can maybe get one of these guys on the wheel if I need it. This pick really comes down to Watery Grave or Wall of Roots. I think I'm going to take Watery Grave just because it's going to help the Time Walk so much with the Catacombs to go get it. Grist the Hunger Tide. Yeah, I'm willing to try this. Makes 1/1s. It's really good with Recurring Nightmare. Should be able to -2 easily. Lose life equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, which could be a lot. I'll look for Chupacabra on the wheel. That's a nice one to recur with Nightmare. I'm gonna try this Grist out, though. Wombo Grist combo. Now, Demonic Tutor. That's a card I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to hope to wheel Wall of Blossoms. Pretty good chance that comes back. Got no creatures on 2. I guess I'll try to jump to 3 most of the time. It's so cute. Green Sun Zenith and Grist. Let's just take them on a tutor. I'm being too cute. I love reanimating these decks. You can get back your little dorks, your big dorks. It's always good. And there's nothing like reanimating their stuff, you know? Wow, Paladin class made it, huh? What does this do? 4 mana and you get an Anthem. Spells your opponent's cast during your turn cost 1 more. That's not that exciting. 1 for each other attacking creature in double strike. I think this is probably not going to stay in the cube, but we'll see. Excited that it's here to just, live its best life for a little bit. I would love to wheel this. Probably not going to happen, but we'll see. Okay. Arcana Cruelty is the new hotness for reanimation. Shallow Grave. Am I going to be shallow graving? I don't think so. I'm just going to take the Archon. That'll probably let me cut one of the more goofy things. Wow, here's all the cards. I love Ewit and this stuff, this deck. Deluge is, I think, super powerful, but it's not going to be good in my mostly mono creature deck. Pulse, just super efficient. Well, not super efficient. It's kind of clunky, but super versatile. I'm going to take Eternal Witness. It's just too exciting. Okay. Here we don't have that much that we're super thrilled about, but we are pretty happy with Blooming Marsh. Again, like these Nighthawk Scavenger is fine, Pelucranos is fine, but I'd rather just have better mana. Okay, we got our Tribe Elder back, so that's nice. Everything we wanted came back, so I'm just going to take the Wall of Roots, be pretty happy about it. Okay, this is between Primal Command and Chupacabra. I do like Primal Command. I'm just going to take Chupacabra. Oh, everything. Okay, I got some decent 2-drops, so I think I'm okay taking the Green Sun Zenith, and we're going to tutor up some Grist. Pernicious Deed? Well, you're beautiful, but you're going in the board. This is going to be quite a monster build. I even got the Shallow Grave back. Okay. I ain't sad about it. Magic Online seems to have frozen up. This is my Phantom Shallow Grave. But that was the last pick, so not a bad time to freeze up. Just give it a second. Alright, well I'm going to pause and then build my deck and I'll be right back. So this is where I ended up with the deck. Kept all my Mandadorics, all the efficient reanimation stuff. Time Walk is still in here. Mana base has the Blooming Marsh, Catacombs, the Watery Grave, the Cradle, and 1 island for us to fetch up. Couple notes here is I think Toski's not going to be very good, but I'm willing to try it. I would have rather had Archon of Cruelty in the top spot. Behemoth I think will still be good in this deck, but we're not quite as mana dork heavy as I usually like for Crater Hoof decks. But what really made me keep it in was the fact that I had Green Sun Zenith for 1. I want 1 giant threat to go get, and also Gaia's Cradle really kind of pushes that, and Gaia's Cradle can be a little hard to ramp out of Greasy Brian. things that didn't quite make it. Court of Bounty, I might bring this in against slower matchups. Fatal Push, that's a good one for the sideboard. Same with Collective Brutality. Exhume was just the weakest link as far as the reanimation was concerned. Finks I'll bring in against red decks, but didn't seem necessary in the main. Cultivate, just not a creature. Midnight Reaper, yeah, it's cute with the Recurring Nightmare, but odds are it's just gonna sit here and then not perform. Chupacabra, also cute with Recurring Nightmare, but didn't quite feel like it was up to the task. Vorinclex was a consideration, but Grave Titan is just so much more powerful that it seemed worth it. Shieldred and Archon, like I said, Craterhoof made it over the two, and then Gristlebrand is just way more powerful than either of those ones. So this is the deck, and let's jump into some League. Back with round one. Looks like I'm on the draw. This hand looks pretty good, so I'm just going to snap keep that. Ooh, Mana Crypt out of the opponent to start with. Tireless Tracker. Yep, fair enough. If I just draw a giant dork, that would be so good. Did not, so I will just play my sexy Hexy here. See how that does. Yeah, one thing about my deck is it feels like it's definitely going to be a little bit behind the 8-ball against anyone with something like Mana Crypt. I do have the Time Walk, which is good, but Mana Crypt, pretty powerful. Opponent plays a land, gets a clue. Coming at me, bro? How do I feel about that? It might be fine to just trade. I don't think pump spells exist, so... Oh boy. It's been a long day, alright. Can't believe me. Jeez. Alright. Well, let's recover from our awful, embarrassing mistake. And I think that's going to start with Survival of the Fittest. Not out of it yet. I'm sure making it a lot harder on myself. But that was not a death knell. Okay, opponent appears to be all in on the ramp. With a little Kozilek on top. And a Battle Ball. So right now they've got 2, 4, 5 mana. Hitting me for 5. Great Sun Zenith, huh? Pretty awkward that I don't have any creatures in my hand for my survival deck. Seven mana. I think I have to get Library down. Sooner than later. What do I need to draw? Almost any creature does it. For what it's worth, I don't think my Hex Drinker would have made a difference in this matchup. I mean, maybe I could have just been leveling it up this whole time, but that doesn't seem like it would have been the path to victory either. Feels like library is the right play. And I don't think I can just keep taking chunks of 5 and letting my opponent draw cards, so I'm going to Bone Shards, discarding Guy's Cradle on this guy. Honestly, these are both pretty nice from their perspective. They really only need to get to 7 mana to really pop off. Court of Bounty. Now we'll see if they can get the jump on me with that one. Now they have been missing some land drops here. Well, never mind. But yeah, their hands chock full of threats. At the moment. I would like to use Sylvan Library's ability. Okay. So I can actually reanimate anything I want right now. I would just put back Forest, probably Grist, discard, discard. Maybe end up with Grist in my hand and reanimate Gristlebrand. Okay, let's put that on top of library. On top of library. Survival. Okay, is there going to be anything better than Gristlebrand? Behemoth doesn't win the game. Grave Titan is nice. I think I'm just getting Gristlebrand though. So let's discard. And I can either get lands or Ewit. Alright, I get Ewit and get lands, or I could get Grist. I think Grist is going to be better. Alright. Just take a casual 8. Well, I certainly could have paid 7 there. I don't. Better turn off my undo. Oh, well, I don't have the 7 life. My bad. So. And they had to put dungeon information here. That is clunky. Okay. Here, we're probably going to see Battle Ball. Yep. Okay. What do we got? Yes, use Sylvan Library's ability. Now, kind of awkwardly, I don't really have anything to do. This is tough. I think I gotta put back Entomb and Wall of Roots. I was gonna say, I don't think I have much outs, but I might have one. I have to hit, draw my cards. Because otherwise they can just dome me. So let's go. Now, is there any way that it's right to just sit here? Yeah, so if I play Grist, draw 7 cards, draw another forest, I get to go Grist, kill that. I'm at 3 though, and then I die. Yeah, okay, that doesn't seem excellent. If I just play Grist, I get to block Battle Ball. So let's say it just attacks for 4, so I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just not enough to kill me. Or I could just play 2 chump blockers in Goose and an Elf. I think that's better. Give him a food token. Zenith for 1. Findhorn Elves. I got a little lucky there. I forgot I lost 2 1-drops already. And your go. Mm-hmm. And they've got a Zenith on top. Lost the flip. Gain a life. And they're tapping low. Ow, they had Behemoth. Yeah, okay. And that'll do it. GG. Alright, so we got ourselves an Elf deck, so I think Fatal Push is going to be nice. Same vein, I don't really want to Bone Shards things. Deed could be good if I want to sweep all their stuff early. Court of Bounty seems real bad. But I'd rather have any of these other guys. Plowrunner is going to be bad because they're going to be playing Elves. And Blast Zone could be okay. Before I forget, I'm going to take a snip of my deck. Because this is a your entire deck is in play at all times kind of decks. Do I want Brutality? What would I put it in over? I mean, it's not going to hit a lot of non-instants of sorceries, so we're just kind of looking at -2, -2. Yeah, that doesn't seem that great. Okay, let's try it like this. I would love to play first. Yeah, looks great. Okay, let's keep. I don't want to play land first. Yield all. Discard Outlet would be awesome, of course, but I'm not going to bank on that coming. Blooming Marsh. Let's just jam that and then, pump it up. Seems like it could be good against the kind of start they've got going on here. Probably just gotta start taking chunks out of their life total as soon as I can, really. There's the Courser. Library is very good, so let's play Library. Level up. Level up. Attack for a cool 5. Sad robot on top. Pretty good odds I just level this up all the way and just ding them. I'm not sure what they can really do about it. So if that's my next turn, and then the turn after that's probably going to be playing Grave Titan. Assuming I can hit my lands, but Sylvan should be able to help with that. Does really put opponent in kind of a tough spot here. They've only got 4 mana to work with as of now. Played Factory this turn. Yeah, I'm just not sure what they could do for 4 mana, all of which is green. Well, they've got 1 white mana. Channel. Channel. Alrighty. Battle Ball. Sure. Hit me. Yep. It's a plan. I like it. I would love to use Sylvan Library's ability. Interesting. The old Time Walk, huh? Okay, so I have to be putting this up all the way, so I need 4 mana. I'm only going to have 1 left over. I can probably chump. This is getting in for 7. So unless they gain a lot of life, it's not going to be enough for them. I have no way of getting blue anytime soon. And I don't want to just die out of nowhere. Good thing this is the best they had. Okay, so we're going to put Time Walk back. Do I want to pay 4 life? I'm chumping. If I don't chump, I would be taking 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 potentially. They'd need a mono green way. I just don't think it's worth it. Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up. Pro everybody. Get in there. Hit you for 7. And what do you think about that? I think that should be enough. Land. Okay. Evenness in hand doesn't do a whole lot. Or on top doesn't do a whole lot. We know they've got Sad Robot. And okay, we win the game. Let's go to the rubber match. I don't think I'm going to change anything here. I see enough stuff that I want to ice Manadorks. What else do we see? Robot. The Courser doesn't kill that. Bone Shards is still tempting. Yeah, I guess. Okay, well, there's got to be something else that isn't pulling its weight here. Toski, I think, actually is not going to be doing much, so let's bring Bone Shards back in. Submit. Alright, this hand. What do we think about this hand? I think we're going to keep it. Because we're on the draw, we've got a goose. We should get there. They don't really have removal. Whoa, that's our guy. Land off the top is a nice one. What you got? What you got? Next turn, I'll probably play Sylvan and Entomb at the end of their turn. Scoos, huh? Okay. Okay, we can handle that. Hit us for one? No, I don't think that makes any sense. Yeah, they're going to keep up the ooze. Nice board in against us. I like it. Still just going to play Library. Now, this is going to be quite a little dance here of when to play what. See if they tap out or if they're afraid of what I'm up to. Looks like they're going to keep mana up. Hit me for 3? Yep, you bet. The Crypt, huh? Okay. That's scary. Tap out for prime time. Yeesh. Alright. They're going to get Wasteland and Factory. Okay. Alright, I think I'm not going to Entomb here. Which is unfortunate because I'm probably never going to get to untap and play it again. But the reason is I'd have to draw a black source and a reanimation spell off the top with Sylvan Library for it to make any sense. Now, I'll almost assuredly immediately do that now, but let's at least see it. Okay, didn't happen. I will put Gristlebrand back. Do I want to keep my Cradle? Kinda. I do want my Reanimate for sure. Four life is a lot. I think it's not worth it. This game, unfortunately, we're just kind of a step behind each way of it here. Yeah, I don't have any good plays really. If they've got any kind of follow-up, odds are that they have me. Won the flip. Some guys have all the luck. Another Hierarch, so this is going to be attacking as an 8/8, if that's the only thing that comes in. I think they'd be wise to do that. Yep. Well played, well played. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We still have a lot of good draws here. It's not going to block. Grist would be nice. Green Sun Zenith would be good. Other land. I think they probably don't have anything that good left in their hand. I will be getting the swamp. I'd love to use that ability. Ooh, brutalized. It's going to be real tough to pay for life here. I do get to play Grave Titan. So that means our Titans will trade. And I'll get a couple 2/2s out of the deal. But I'll be taking 2. Removal kills me. I could potentially Entomb to shuffle this stuff away. I mean, I don't want these lands. Okay, let's put back this. Cradle. Cradle, cradle. I just feel like I'm going to have to chump block, and this is going to bite me. Will it, though? Actually, they're just going to wasteland it, so let's put it on top. Sure. Black, black, green, green, green. That, play Grave Titan. That was something. Still going to be tough to get out of this, though. Winning the flip all over the place. Let's see, are they always tails? Yep, looks like they're a tails no fails kind of person. Alright, here comes the prime time. Another good attack. I think this is right. Just the one. They'll put some forests out. Now, I said they probably have nothing, but they either have nothing or a giant Eldrazi. I'm really forced to trade here. There's nothing really I can do about it. Giant Eldrazi is probably my death knell. If they're just eating everybody, that's not so bad. Okay. Well, my recurring nightmare is not exactly what I'm looking for here. Interesting that they kept they ate my guy, but they left theirs alone. Doesn't matter because they can just respond, but point stands. I'm actually fine with them killing Cradle. Yep, there it goes. No tax. Alright, where's my Fatal Push? Chance I Entomb on the upkeep, just like dump a land in there or something. Shuffle away all those garbage on top of my deck. So I'm going to put a stop on my upkeep. Not going to get anything good, of course, because they'll just eat it. Channel, huh? Wonder what could they be channeling that they don't already have enough mana for? One. Okay. Emrakul. This is probably in natural order, I would say. Oh, okay, so they're just casting it. I think that just kills me. Unfortunate. Oh, I should have blocked it too, but does not matter. Alright. Opponent had a really nice deck. Not too sad to lose to it, even though we made that pretty awful play mistake. Still feeling okay. This would have been a really nice hand if they didn't bring in the Scavenging Ooze. So well played, GNO. And we'll see you guys in the next round. Welcome back to round 2. Savvy listeners may notice I have moved locations, but don't worry, I can punt just as hard from here as I can anywhere else. Let's see what we got. We got a turn to Grist the Hunger Tide. If we ever draw a reanimation spell, we'll be doing good stuff there. And we can even just do survival for stuff at some point. I'm going to keep this one. Ancient Tomb. What do we got? Something like Grim Monolith could be very scary. Ever-flowing Chalice, pretty good. Yep. No possible play, yield all. We'll just run out our Goose, and I'll be pretty happy to just play Grist on turn 2. Gonna take that stop off my upkeep. Nothing out of the opponent. They've got 4 mana, only green as far as colored mana is concerned. Yeah, let's just play Grist. I don't really see a reason to deviate from that plan. What do you think about that? Alright. This kills creatures and planeswalkers, so let's just make a pest. Mill swap. That's it for our turn. Curious if they've got something here. I'm not really sure what would be instant speed. Is Collected Company in the format? I don't think so. Oh, it's just their turn. Never mind. We've got a Devoted Druid. Okay, so they're ramping. Let's get that upkeep stop out of here. What do we think about Devoted Druid? I feel pretty happy just killing it with my Grist. Kill that. And I think we're probably just going to play Survival here. Pass the turn. Opponent has 4, 5, 6 mana, so something like Prime Time could be coming down this turn, which would be pretty good. Gargaroth. It's also pretty good. Toski, huh? I think Toski's gonna get survivaled away. I'm just gonna kill this guy and witness his spec. Let's just get Grist. And now I can survival away either Grist or Toski. I think I'd rather get Toski out of here. See what they got. Caryatid is fine. And so's Pilgrim. Let's just send Toski to the yard. Only gonna have 5 mana available this turn, so fortunately Grave Titan's probably not in the cards right now. Thragtusk's right on curve. I think that'll probably be the pick here. Let's just jam it. No tax. Now I'm mostly just hoping they don't do something huge here. They are a ramp deck, so pretty decent odds they flood out here. Kind of looks like that's what is happening. They might have something like an Eldrazi in hand, though. Let's get in there with the old Thragtusk. I'll play a Swamp. I've got 6 mana open, so I can choose to Survival away Grist and probably get Grave Titan, or I can just play Grist. Creature cards in your graveyard. Now, we're not there yet, but... You know, if I draw any creature off the top, it's Grave Titan, so I think I am just going to play Grist this turn. It still seems pretty good. Now, if they Eldrazi me, they Eldrazi me. Memory Jar, huh? Okay, that's pretty interesting. Do I need to entomb? I don't think so. I can do that at any point. Now, there's a library. So they could block Pilgrim here. I think that's okay if that's what they want to do. If I can take them off a little bit of mana for their jar turn, that's alright. Okay, so it looks like they're just opting to soak up 2 damage here, which is fine. Jar's pretty scary. I definitely could just lose to that next turn. I think otherwise I'm in pretty great shape. What am I really afraid of? So they're going to have 2, 4... Okay. So they are chump blocking. That's fine. It kind of takes Behemoth off as being a real game breaker. I'm just going to tick up again. Play the library. No need to entomb. I might use that to shuffle away some dead stuff. And we're passing the turn. They're pretty much priced into sacking the jar here. Don't think there's any reason for me to entomb right now. We're just going to let this happen. What happens to the jar cards? Discards their hand. Returns. So I'm going to be able to put Behemoth in my graveyard, which if I reanimate it, it should win the game. Pretty much regardless of what they do. 8, 9, 10, 11 mana from the opponent. I just want them to waste it playing little things. Just no big guys that just kill me. Just don't decimate me, please. How come they never crack jar on my turn? I want to play cards. I don't think there's anything worth getting at instant speed here. None of these cards are have flash or anything like that. Brand is really the only consideration. I still don't think it's up there or worth it. I get to put 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in my graveyard on top of the 3 I already have, so that just domes them for 7 straight up if I ultimate Grist here. So that could be a reason to get 3 creatures. Do I still have 3 left? It's kind of close. I've got the Brand somewhere. I think all of my 1-drops. Findhorn Elves is still missing. Yeah, Goose and Drinker. Solemn is like the kind of card I do want them to have. I just don't care about that. Natural Order. Okay, let's see what they get. Nasty Terrasty. Yeah, that's kind of what I was picturing here. They're going to kill my land and their stuff. Or my Grist, rather. Which makes sense, because this can kind of just kill them if it left alone. So with that in mind, I don't think I want to survival anymore. Sure, that happens. Still feel like I'm in good shape here. Here we go, discarding. I would love to use Sylvan Library's ability. Sakura Tri-Builder was the other one. Did not draw so hot there. So we're going to put you on top of the library. Do I want to pay for this? I think I will. Pay 4 life. We can just kill Nasty Terrasty, charge in with these 2 guys. That'll put a lot of pressure on them to do something. We are going to sacrifice a creature here. And it's going to be one of our insects. Go to combat, attack with these 2 guys. They might just chump with Solemn. Or I could see the double trade too. But odds are I'd say they're probably going to be looking for action. Yep, there's the double trade. You betcha. And we'll just pass. What do we got here? Ooh, Whisperwood is a nice one. just going to sack this now so I don't forget. Alright, we really want one of our reanimation spells here. Thought Seize. Yes. Okay, Recurring Nightmare. So let's put... So we are going to get some big beefers. Recurring Nightmare. So I think I want to put that on top. I'll keep the land in hand. Play this. Recurring Nightmare. And they're done. Yeah, so what we were going to do there was reanimate, get out of here, Grave Titan, then use one of the Grave Titan tokens to bring back Crater Hoof, and that should be lethal. Alright, another mono green ramp deck. This one seems a little more mid-rangey. So again, I don't think I like Court of Bounty. Toski looks pretty bad here. Fatal Push, I think, is good. They did have Natural Order, which could make Brutality okay. Alright, Time Walks on this deck. Plow Under might be good. No, I think they'll probably just keep rolling with creature guys. Anything else? Funky deck. Let's run it. No lands, mulligan. This looks better. Crater Hoof goes to the bottom. Yeah, theoretically here we can Entomb Reanimate for Gristlebrand right away. Any reason I want to play Noble or just get Entomb up? They haven't shown any removal, so I don't think my bird. I don't think my bird is going to get bolted. Famous last words, but let's see it happen. Looks like they probably got another ramp spell here. Something where like Rofelos could be very good. Signet is fine. And 2 more mana, another mana dork, I assume. Chalice. Okay. Kind of unfortunate my Recurring Nightmare deck does not have any kind of ways to blow up artifacts. Alright, let's Entomb. Get Gristlebrand, Reanimate, Gristlebrand. Do I want to draw right away? And they don't want me to draw right away. Alright. Well, that was easy enough. Let's go on to round 3. And we're back for round 3 with Mulligan here on the draw. Yeah, can't play with just my single island, so we're going to ship that back. Here's a bad hand. How do I want to play it? I just think I can do better than this. My line would be to get Catacombs in the graveyard to witness it back. With my other 6 lands, I think we're going to ship this one too. Okay, this is good. We're going to keep this. Send Grave Titan to the bottom, along with probably a swamp. Yep. Alright, let's see what the Korean boyfriend has for us today. Green. No possible play, yield all. My black mana's a little tight, but it seems worthwhile to Thoughtseize this blue-black opponent over here. Yeah. No, cannot. I'll get my survival down while the coast is clear. I don't think they have a forcer. There's a pretty good chance they'd force that. Okay. Still short black mana. We might be getting ninja'd next turn. Very real possibility of that. Also, not a whole lot I can do about it. We're just going to Demonic Tutor here. I'll get some kind of reanimation spell. Hope I draw a swamp next turn. This would actually be the perfect spot for the good old Exhume. Unfortunately, I do not have it. Recurring Nightmare just feels too risky here. So I'm going to get the Reanimate. A little unfortunate it doesn't mesh well against this Nighthawk. But that's okay. Mostly just going to hope to draw land here. Then I can Zenith up something good. Nothing out of the opponent there. Let's do this. I'll get a Hierarch. Pass to them. Could see something like Venser come down here. This is just going to be a tough one for a double mulligan to win. Nothing from the opponent. We'll see if they tap out for something. Blue-white floating. It's probably their splash color. Seagate Stormcaller, huh? Or if they've got like a Time Walk. Yeah, okay, cool. You got it. I'll take my lumps here. was a time walk, but it wasn't like the most amazing time walk as of yet. Okay, so this is important. If I take 3, puts me to 8, and then I can't cast my Gristlebrand. Unfortunate. We might have to go for something like Thragtusk, which is ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. Yeah, because I need the life. And I don't think I can just throw away my ignoble hierarch here. Odds are they have something to stop me. Look, I've only got Thragtusk. It ain't no big thing. I get 2 extra turns? I must have miscounted. But in any case, it shouldn't matter that much. Especially if they did nothing on their extra turn then. Now I have to block. I still can't do it. This was bad. This is all bad. Alright. Oh, and this guy's turned gigantic too. Well, not much we could do about this game, I'm afraid. We're just going to concede. I wish I had done that before. Not shown them that I had reanimation stuff. Yeah, pretty sick cultivate. Or, not cultivate. Pretty sick double extra turns there. I feel like we just got caught in the crossfire. Because otherwise, nothing seemed that impressive, as I could tell. How do we feel about getting Crater Hoof out for one of these guys? Not that great. I'm not sure. I still don't really know what I'm up against. Fatal Push seems kind of bad since they didn't do anything for the first few turns with creatures. I think I'm just running it back here. This looks a lot nicer than our previous hands. Previous hands with no lands. Find Horned on 1. Pretty good chance I just Green Sun up a snake this next turn. Relic of Progenitus, sure. Yes, I'm a mono graveyard deck. Let's see, is there anything I want to get on 2 instead? I don't think so. Snake just seems better. Hex Drinker, that is. So let's do that. Yeah, luckily I've got kind of a multifaceted plan here, so I don't mind too much if they try to relic me. And there's still an argument for just dumping all my mana into Hex Drinker this turn. Plowshares is the card that gets me. I think I'm going for it. And I think I'd rather have one level up than anything else. Swing it in. Sacking the relic, which makes sense. I haven't done anything that calls for that, and they just concede. Which makes sense. Man, this snake is really good. D just doesn't seem exciting. Odds are they're just going to not play that many permanents. Maybe this is a good brutality deck. Do they play anything that resembled a 2-2? Just the vampire and not much else. I think I'm kind of into Court of Bounty. Tusky seems good here. Is there anything I don't like? Maybe Bone Shards. It's my only way to kill guys, though. Could cut. Yeah, I don't think I want push. Yeah, I think I'm just running this back. Nothing I love more than just running it back. Goo. I think we're probably going to have to mulligan this one. They're mulliganing too. But yeah, we got no mana dorks, and we essentially only have one land available to us. If I draw any land, though, it works. So I can Zenith for one, get Ignoble Hierarch, start my nonsense. I've already kind of got a mulligan in hand, though, so I think I'm going to ship it back. This looks nicer. Yeah, let's keep this. Interesting question on what I want to dump to the bottom here. I think it's Reanimate. I kind of get that at any point I need to later, and I don't have any good way to use it right now. Yep, and they've got their relic again. So now with that, I'm just going to play Hierarch on one. Let's play Library. Wouldn't be surprised if they counter that. They don't. So I'm going to play Hex Drinker. Time Walk. That's kind of a desperate Time Walk. I would love to use that ability. Let's pay 4 life at least once. I want to do it twice. Yeah, kinda. Level up snake. Level up snake. Level up snake. Level up snake. Seems like they've F6'd. That's pretty good stuff. You can go back on top. Yeah, you can go back on top too. See what they're working with over there. Something seems up. Okay. Do I want to pay for that? Fine. You got it. Level up snake. Level up snake. Level up snake. Oops, I didn't level it up all the way. It takes 8, huh? Well, that was a mistake, obviously, but I don't think it's going to matter. Level up snake. Damnation. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's put that on top. Pay 4. Play that. Make an insect. Play that. Pass. Let's get our island here. Yes. On top. On top. Go to attacks. Let's see what's up. Three creatures in the yard right now. So if I Zenith for 3, I think I'd end up with Eternal Witness. It's Time Walk. See what they think about that. Alright, this one they're going to counter. Okay. Pretty good. Nope. Can't do nothing about that. Let's put Marsh on top, Grave on top. Do I want to discard a land or sack a guy? Probably sack a guy. You sack that. Currently standing at 1, 2, 3 cards in the yard. I think they exiled their relic. Yeah, I wouldn't really expect them to have more. Yeah, let's do this. How do we feel about Nightmare? I think we feel pretty good about Recurring Nightmare. Hex Drinker, sack the wrong creature, level them up. Alright. Yes. Okay. Find Horn on top. Grave Titan on top because I'm going to try and level the snake. If this doesn't fly, then I get to play Toski. Okay, there's the Cryptic. Is bounce draw. Yes. We'll play Toski next, followed by Snake. Pump out an insect. Hit ya, draw a card. And we got it. Alright. Well, bit of a punt to start game one. Maybe the snake could have gone all the way. I mean, clearly it's the best card in my deck. But yeah, ended up with a respectable 2-3 with a deck I really liked. I really wanted to try out Grist. I wanted to try Green Sun Zenithing for it and bringing it back with Recurring Nightmare. Seems really good with Recurring Nightmare. Yeah, definitely a fun deck. I really like these green-black value-y Reanimator decks that can kind of do either thing. And yeah, just thanks for watching. Appreciate it.